Well, thank you for joining us here at News at Noon. I'm Jurnee Taylor. I want to immediately bring in meteorologist Simone Thomas. And Simone, what looks to be pleasant is kind of hot. It's been a hot weekend.
It's a little brutal out there.
Yes.
I cannot lie. That's why we're kind of keeping it indoors today instead of going to the weather garden, because we're under a THV 11 weather impact alert due to that intense heat. Now, this also lines up with the time of today's heat advisory. Heat advisory through 8 p.m. During this time frame, heat indices as high as 109 degrees are expected. I know a lot of people are back at work today, so you might be not outside as much as you were over the weekend, but especially for your kids that are out of school that might be wanting to play outdoors, please emphasize to them the importance of drinking a lot of water. Take those breaks, head inside under the air, because we're in that time of year. Heat sickness is more and more probable. Here's a look at that heat advisory across the state. Most of central Arkansas, including Pulaski County and the Little Rock Metro, under this heat advisory. And here's a look at your afternoon and evening ahead. Already feeling like 100 degrees right now. Over the next hour, looking to feel like 103. We're looking to peak what it feels like a 106 this afternoon. Even once that heat advisory expires this evening, still looking to feel like 95. So not much of a break overnight. We'll talk more about the rest of the week in your 7-day outlook.
All right, thank you, Simone. Well, now in light of the continued high temps, the city of North Little Rock has a cooling center open to the public. It's at the North Little Rock Community Center on Willow Street. That's just a block from the high school. It will be open from now to 6 p.m. The city tells us pets are welcome, but you'll need to bring your own food, drinks, and entertainment for the day. Well, now at noon, we are learning the identity of a man accused of killing 3 people in Bryant over the weekend. The man on your screen is 34-year-old Jared Mitchell. He is charged with 3 counts of first-degree murder. Those charges come after police say they were called to Lena Drive yesterday around 7:30 a.m. The caller who reported the incident says he came home to find his wife and in-laws lying dead on the ground. At around 3:30 p.m., authorities identified Mitchell as a suspect and took him into custody. They say the victims are his sister and parents. Well, sticking with Saline County, this evening, county leadership is holding a town hall to discuss a lack of animal services. The meeting comes after 2 recent dog attacks, including one that turned deadly in Alexander. A big group of dogs killed a teenager who was feeding them at a property near her home. But neighbors say they warned Saline County authorities about the unattended dogs before that incident. Well, then last week, 2 dogs got loose through a damaged fence and attacked a woman, one on Edison Avenue in Benton. The dogs bit her arms and legs, leaving deep cuts. Officers rushed in, got her to safety, and shot one of the dogs, who happened to be a pit bull or pit bull mix. That attack happened within city limits. But today, Saline County leaders plan to address the issues stemming from the first attack and answer questions. They'll be at a town hall at Benton High School inside Butler Auditorium. Doors open at 5:30 and the town hall will start at 6.
Her last words were, "I'm sorry, I love you, and I'll call you in a week." Never heard from her again.
Well, that was until now. After disappearing in May of 2024, 34-year-old Tori Millsack finally turned herself into police. According to a new police report, Millsack walked into a gas station in Little Rock and told staff she heard she was on the news. She later told officers she ran away after being arrested for breaking into a car in Hot Springs. Millsack is now booked into the Garland County Jail on that outstanding warrant. Family members posted online that they're just happy and relieved she's safe. In national news, police say 2 security guards at a church outside Detroit stopped a potential mass shooting on Sunday morning. The incident left 1 person hurt and the gunman was killed.
Please, everybody come to the back.
Well, about 150 church attendees, including many children, were seen on this live stream of the service running to safety after police say 31-year-old Brian Anthony Browning started shooting as he approached the building. Police say the suspected gunman wearing a tactical vest, was armed with a rifle and a handgun when he got out of his car. That's when a church member hit the alleged shooter with his truck. 2 church staff members then shot and killed Browning, who managed to shoot one of them in the leg.
We are grateful for the heroic actions of the church's staff members, who undoubtedly saved many lives.
Well, as far as what we know about the gunman, police say the suspect's mother was a church member. They are also still working on a motive, adding they believe the suspected gunman was suffering a mental health crisis. Well, turning now to Washington, Iran is vowing a firm response after the U.S. struck key Iranian nuclear sites over the weekend. The Trump administration says it hopes diplomacy will follow, but is ready to respond if Iran takes aim at U.S. troops in the region. Natalie Brand has more from the White House.
The 7 B-2 stealth bombers that took part in Operation Midnight Hammer have returned to their Air Force base in Missouri. Satellite images show what President Trump describes as monumental damage to 3 key Iranian nuclear sites, including Fordo, buried deep underground.
We devastated the Iranian nuclear program. But it's worth noting the operation did not target Iranian troops or the Iranian people.
But Iran's army commander-in-chief warned the U.S. will receive a, quote, firm response. President Trump signaled he's still interested in diplomacy, but warned of further action if Iran targets the U.S.